Okay, the 3029T saga. This thing came back and I had to change the crankshaft. Number 3 journal out around. Another new head gasket, more new bearings, and all kinds of stuff. So I got it hooked up to a 12-volt battery. I got an oil pressure gauge hooked up to the gallery on the other side. I got my overflow fuel container cobbled in there. I've got an electric pump hooked up to the machine, fuel tank, 12-volt battery over here to power it. I'm gonna fire this bad boy up and see if I can do it holding this camera and watch the oil pressure gauge. It's probably gonna go flying somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I can put the camera somewhere where everything is visible. Anyway, let's hook up the electric fuel pump. Click, click, click. There she goes. Let's hook up the shutoff solenoid right here. As soon as I touch this, it's gonna fire. So I'll watch the oil pressure gauge. It's a 600-pound gauge, so the first line is 50 psi. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I already bled the fuel system and kind of to give it the first start, but I'm gonna do it again here. Okay, 70 psi, being cold and at low idle. When it gets hot, I'm sure she'll go down. But that's pretty good oil pressure and it came up pretty quick. I'm happy with that. I had an electronic gauge on there, but it's so friggin' low. It's a 6,000 or a 7 or 8,000 pound capacity gauge, and on the low pressures, it just, and the skinny little line here, it goes through these fine little orifices, and with the oil cold, it takes a while to get on the gauge. So I replumbed it. Oh, let me take this off. I replumbed it and put my old mechanical gauge there that I just showed you. 70 psi at idle. Once it builds, she pops right up within a few seconds. I'm going to call that good, I think, and then I'm going to put that pump system on there. Turn the engine around, and it's got to go back into that unit right there. I think there's a hose I got to change first. Man, oh man, oh man. That crankshaft was out around on number 3, which is the rod that threw the bearing. And I had to get a new crankshaft. But anyway, I'm happy with the way it's running. Anyway, I gotta start to get that pump system on. Okie doke. 3029T. John Deere 250. Later.